Hey guys, Sketchton back here with another little engineering video. I made some stuff. I was proud of it. Think it could do better, but I kind of wanted to show off what I had now. So what I've been working on today is a tunnel bore. This beautiful thing right here. It's not entirely compact, but I did sacrifice a bit. Like I wanted to make the controls board here look nice, as we'll have the blaze easily accessible there, and have the storage in the back, and have an organic way to fuel the burner. I could have made an infinite water source and just dumped it straight into the pump boiler, but like I said, I wanted to be organic and have a little fun there. In any case, this is the tunnel bore. You got the item back here for storage. We got the water, aka the fuel, which pumps into the boiler here. Got Mr. Blaze here, my little buddy. Cute little piece of wood there. And then we got where the controls, where everything's happening. I got the mod Tiny Redstone and Tiny Create, which allow you to make these little control boards that you can send signals through. Let's see right here. I've got some linked redstone sending off some signals. We'll get to that in a moment. So the boiler powers the drills up here. It doesn't power the tank tracks down here because I wanted it to be separate. And you know, if this is running, maybe I run out of water, right? I need to make my way back. How am I going to do that? So I made a little clever thing here in the back. I got some dispensers with some water wheels that will activate and give me a tiny bit of power whenever I need it. It's free power too. So if I want to start the tunnel bore up here, well, let's get this with the tracks first. Click the white wool here, and we're moving already. It's a little slow. Could definitely be faster. This is so that the drill can fully mine every single block before moving forward. Then if we want to reverse the direction, just click this little lever down here, and here we are moving forward. I could have used a linked controller, but I was more interested in making a little control board here. It unfortunately won't turn. This doesn't have the capabilities added in yet. So add that into next version I make for this. So let's get the drills started. Bam. Starts a dispenser back here. Starts the water wheel. Sends directions into the pumps and is now pumping water into the boiler. And with the tank tracks, by the way, it does the same thing over here, but sends the power up in here. So let's feed this guy and get this started. Should be enough. So top up here. Resources. We'll go through these belts towards under the center, under everything, straight into the item container. So let's get her moving forward. There we go. And there she goes. Go as long as you have water. And the water lasts for a damn long time. You've got a full tank. I haven't really tested how long it can go. And if you were to drill into a cave, you're gonna be messed up. You should be watching every second that you're mining here, because you find yourself looking into a cave, this thing might fall in. I'm thinking about maybe adding the capability of adding the floor as it goes, but that's an entirely different design. But we'll work on that possibly. But it's some pretty damn good mileage. We're already running out of water here soon. Let's go ahead and throw some in. And look at that, we're already on the other side. Wonderful. Let's head back. Turn off the drills. We don't need it on. There we go. And now after a long trip, you're in for a long trip back. I'm gonna need to improve the speed going backwards. I'd probably do transmission like that up there, or share some SU with the boiler here. So that's my little tunnel bore, at least the Steam version of it. You might have saw this in the background as I was explaining this. I installed the mod Power Grid for Create. It's a mod that allows you to realistically simulate electricity as in reality. I went through a lot of testing over here to see, the requirements, to see if it can match with this bad boy over here. But ultimately, I came to the conclusion that it's just not viable. The Steam version beats it any day. So I have this version over here, which is kind of messed up. This is spawned from the schematics. I think some of the wiring was missing, or I guess not. Anyways, this is the one I spawned in and went into a physical object. Got a full battery charge here. Got a link telling me at least the charge of this singular battery, but since they're all in a series, they will all drain equally, hopefully. And so ultimately this tells me the battery charge of every battery I got. So as you can tell, there's a lot of batteries here, and it doesn't last long, not at all. This is like, I could probably add another battery in here just so this runs at max speed, but I really don't really need it. This works as it is. It's just not very viable here. I guess let me show you why it's not that great. So we got a little controller here. This one, it turns. So I think I already have the water wheel going back there. See it running there. And I'm able to move backwards, forwards, and I can turn. Kind of. It doesn't really like to turn. Probably because of these little belts down here. But that's a problem for another day. It turns, and that's kind of all I need it to do. So let me get up against this wall here so we can get started. The drilling. All right. So let's flick this thing on and get this power going. me noticed, as we're mining, you're not gonna be able to turn too well in here, but I guess it's not too much the point because this is an electric tunnel bore. Just making a tunnel. And as you can see, as the battery kind of starts dwindling down to 50%, it starts to slow down. And it'll continue to slow down all the way down to, I think, 50. But like, this isn't even like a full charge essentially. Once you get down to probably 40, I mean, even now, look at it, it's 50, and it's just, you wouldn't really want to mine with this, just how astronomically slow it is. But I'm gonna say, I am quite surprised from this test. I actually got a lot further in to this wall than I did previously. Beforehand, I got down to like 40% before I even reached here. And I think it could be some kind of bug with power grid, aeronautics. Because when I had made this into a physical object, you can already kind of see that some of the wires are missing. This here connects all the way to here, but you can't see it. As well as this connecting up to here, and this connecting. You can see that it's still there, but it's just not showing. This connects to up there. So let's pull her back. Keep draining that battery, just so I can get it to good full charge later. And also drain all the resources that are sitting up here. As you can see, the drill has slowed to an astronomical halt. And we can see that the motor is losing SU and speed simultaneously. And I've heard in power grid, you never want the batteries to go below 30 because I guess there's a problem with trying to charge them back up again, because as they lose charge, it becomes harder to charge them up. Now we got a low battery. Let's charge it up. And I've made a little convenient charging port here that connects up into the system. So let's get some voltage going. And so I need 300 volts to go into this. Because this is all as a series, it will split the power evenly amongst it. If it were in parallel, I'd want 15 volts going to each one, but that's not the case here. So let's get 150 volts tapped into this baby. Toot, doot, doot. There we go. Oh, no. And I also added in this medium voltage switch to control like a safety switch. So if I see things start smoking, I can just turn it off. But there we go. It should be charging now. It's 0.51 amps, 300 volts with one resistance. That should be like 150 amps, shouldn't it? Any case? It's charging. It's gonna take a while for it to charge up, so I'll be back when it's charged. Yeah, this is the problem I was talking about, how you don't want to go below 30. It starts out charging super slowly. I increased the voltage just now just to try to increase how fast it's going to charge. Get my switch here in case anything starts burning. You can see over there in the bottom left, my screen. It's charging a tiny bit faster. And you can see as the volt starts getting more voltage, power, the amperage starts shooting up. So in turn, it should also charge a bit faster too. So I have 400 volts going into this right now. You see the amp is, ooh, see that? It's starting to smoke. So let's move the amperage back down to its rated value. Turn it back on. There we go. And it should charge normally now. Look at that, 4% jump. Oh my god, it's charging so fast now. And look at that. Full charge already. So let's unhook that, get rid of these. Yeah, I personally love this vehicle. It took a lot of work to get this going, and I kind of want to make more vehicles like this using power grid. It's just unfortunate that it's just not worth the effort at all. Because if I wanted to make a longer living machine here, I would need to either double the batteries, triple, fuck, I don't know, or, you know, put a generator up on this thing. But to have a generator, you need SU. I have one set up over here, actually. So to even get a generator running, you need SU being pumped in. You can see that it's taking 13,000. You need a boiler setup to get a generator running. And, you know, if I wanted to make a longer-lived electric vehicle, I would need a whole boiler on it, along with, well, I guess I wouldn't need the batteries, but just the fact that you need an entire boiler system to make the generator work, and then use the generator to make those connections. It's a little too big. But I guess at the same time, you could probably use an infinite water source. Don't really need to make it like a huge pancake like this. You can just have one go straight up like this, and it'll still give you 16,000 SU. So I guess it could be possible. But actually, now that I'm thinking about it, shoot, I better get to work. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching this little vid about my little creation here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Probably won't see another vid from me in God knows how long. I just like to share things I do every once in a while. See you next time.